Hello, I'm Tatiana Hellier. I'm medium and I'm healer. And I've got here, do you want to introduce yourself, Sasha?
Yes, my name is Sasha. Hi, everyone. I just had a wonderful session with Tatiana, and she will tell you something about that, and then I'll share my experience.
Oh, thank you. That sounds great. I have two healing modalities. The first one is quantum healing. That is mostly working with angelic realm and fairies and dragons. So it's done by distance healing, and you stay in deep meditation. And while I'm doing this healing, it takes about half an hour, sometimes 40 minutes. It depends how long it takes to scan, because it's usually I start with a scanning person. So he's or her team showing me what's any illnesses, anything needs work on, any suggestions. So I write everything down, and then I'm do healing with my team, with your team, all together. So the team, like my team, comprising Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Saint Germain, and my guides, Pleiadian, Fairy, she's a healing fairy, and I got Golden Dragon from Orion, and I got another one, Shapeshifter, which is changes depending on what experiences I need. So it changed. And working with colors, different energies. And now as well is Pleiadian Collective joining me, sometimes Grace as well. So it depends what person needs to work on. So we're working all together on you, and this is mixed modality with using colors, with different energies, with as well like shamanic healing, because I have to like make energetic mixture, and I using whatever person needs, some flowers, some juice, whatever. It's just it's very busy and very complicated healing. So whatever person needs. And as well, I'm sending Reiki symbols to person and light language symbols. So as well, whatever person needs to experience. So this is first modality. So when I finish session, then we can speak on Skype, on Zoom, on Messenger, whatever. And I share experience, whatever I find, whatever in scan, whatever health and like healthy lifestyle suggestion about exercise, have to change diet, all this, I give all that advice. And you tell me as well what you experience as well, how you feel, energies, or we've seen any beings, but everybody different. Some people will see it, some people don't, so all depends. The second modality is what Sasha experienced just now, a few minutes ago. We finished doing regeneration. In regeneration, this is a soul healing modality. It's soul defragmentation, which is mostly done with Pleiadian collective. I connect mostly with Electra, one of 7 Pleiadian sisters. And we're doing it together with 2 teams, and we're taken into the like a light ship, and the person put in light pod, and then they scanning with white plasma light, doing some first like a body healing and scanning chakras and all that stuff. And then Electra take us, and we traveling through this space and time in all different dimensions, all different galaxies to different planets. And we collecting soul fragments of what needs healing. And then I seen the person, I see some people like white angels, gold angels, or whoever must say, whatever their soul recognized with more angelic realm or star seeds or because we are so multidimensional, so can be anything. And every time could be different planets, and some people had lots of my sessions, so they saying they see different beings every time and experience different things. So it's every time different. So, and it's done as well, same as quantum healing, distance healing. You're listening, you're relaxing, like dreaming music to make you feel very much at peace, and so no distraction, anything. And after session done, same, we go on a call and we talk about it, what you experience, and I can say what guide said, anything you need specifically working on some chakra or anything else, they give me guidance. Okay, so that is all my sessions, and now I will pass over to Saša to tell us what he experienced. I don't know what he's not shared with me, so that will be surprise, and he'll tell us what he's seen or feel or whatever with regeneration session.
Yeah, first of all, it was really beautiful, and thank you for doing that. So everything, for me, everything started like 5 minutes before Diana started doing her healing, her regeneration healing. I'm a channeler, so I'm very connected, and I receive what I need without experiencing time. So for me, the time doesn't exist when I'm doing things, and this is what happened today. So I started experiencing this healing and regeneration like 5 minutes before she even started, because there is no time in higher realms of existence, or whatever you want to call that. So at the beginning, I was surrounded with golden beings that had that looked like saints on icons, but they were not humans. They were like something different. Let's call them angels or whatever star races. I have no idea. They were golden. Everything was gold. And then they moved me. They moved me to a place like on a beach, but the sand was kind of brownish sand, and everything was brown, light brown, like caramel color, kind of, or dark sugar, brown sugar, something like that. And the water, the ocean, was completely different than anything I've ever seen, because there was no color at all. The ocean looks like it has green or blue color, or turquoise, depending on the depth and whether it's sand beneath or stones or whatever. This was completely clean, like when you pour water in a glass. It was completely clean, transparent. I've never seen anything like that. And then they started moving me throughout space, and they showed me something that looked like being outside of material space. They showed me the space looking like a donut. So there was like a hole, and the space was like this, in this circle, and everything was spinning inside, like stars and galaxies and whatever.
What was
that they take me there because they wanted me to be completely out of material world for a couple of moments. So I was just there witnessing it, and I was in shock because I've never seen anything like that. So then randomly I started seeing beings, people, hearing names. I was shown like a symbols, signs. I remember receiving a number and a letter. It was 170X. I have no idea what's the meaning of that, but that's what I received. It was so clear, so clear. And then again, so many beings, so many names. And then what's interesting, they started showing me what I needed to know about myself in this timeline, at this time, in this situation, regarding things from my future, everything that I need to know, everything that I required, like an information. They gave me so many things, so many details, which I will not be sharing because it's irrelevant for our audience today, but I received what I needed to receive, which is very interesting. And then at one point, they hit my heart with an energy and a sentence, regeneration starts here right now. So that was like, I don't know, maybe close to the end of the session when they gave me that information.
Mm-hmm.
So it took like 20, 25 minutes for this information to come to my heart. And everything that I needed, I received after that. And the funny thing is, I don't remember anything else, but I know that there was a lot of names and beings and objects and inside space and out of space, in time and out of time. I was pretty much everywhere. So it looks like a meditation, like a deep meditation or hypnosis state where you receive whatever you need and experience whatever you need to experience. So I know that, and this is now a channeled message, your clients will probably always receive through this modality, not only a regeneration and healing, but will they only receive information about their current state and what they need, or how to proceed, how to move on, how to remove blockages, what should be their next step. It's like channeled information provided by those beings that you work with while sending that energy. Mm-hmm. So that would be in general, and it was so beautiful. I was feeling the pressure in my head before we started. As soon as we started, it was completely removed. It was gone. So it was really beautiful, and I'm very thankful for having this experience with you.
Oh, that sounds really wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
That's amazing experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah. Oh, and especially when you're doing yourself so many sessions and so many hypnosis sessions, so you know what's happening in different galaxies and modalities, and it's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I remember what else they said to me about regeneration healing. They said it's working like it have ripple effect, or is it Mandela effect or Mandela effect? Mm-hmm. And I asked, what does that mean? They said when you heal one person, you heal a lot of people around that. I'm not quite sure how does that work, but that's what my guidance said.
I would say that if there is another person or group of people anywhere in the world that they're having the same physical problems or psychological problems, worries, fears, whatever, and you're giving this healing regeneration to one person that's having those symptoms or whatever, everyone else who's having something similar, who's experiencing something similar, will receive some energy at the same time. So all of those people are putting their experiences into the collective consciousness. So everyone will receive what they need at the time. Because whatever we do, even when we have a channeling session one-on-one, healing session one-on-one, when we're meditating for ourselves, we give something to the collective. When we're thinking about something, when we want to create something, when we want to manifest something, we're adding to that collective consciousness, and everyone is gaining what they need to. Everyone is receiving what they need to receive. Mm-hmm. That's how I'm seeing that.
Yes, that's great. Thank you for explaining, because sometimes you're doing things but you don't really know how it works. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing
You're
experience
welcome. Thank you for
us.
doing this. Thank you.
Thank you.